Hi guys, welcome to Curious Home Chefs. Like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for latest updates and recipes.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Curious Home Chefs.
Well, this video is not related to any cooking video today, but today we're going to show you how to store and maintain the food because of this coronavirus pandemic situation going on.
Well, during this lockdown period, there's a lot of food crisis and shortage going on, and people are in panic and they're buying in bulk and emptying the shelves of the supermarkets or wherever they see food, they will just jump on it. Well, basically you don't need to really do that because we really need to think about others as well, and we need to buy only the food essentials. So we just listed out a few things like what essentials we would require during this pandemic situation. You can also find the article below in our YouTube description. Also, when we buy some foodstuffs and we try to keep it in the fridge and you want to use it for a longer period of time, but the shelf life of the food is not that much. Well, I have incorporated in this video on how to store fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, etc.
Well, this is not just the duty of the wife or the mother. Even the men have to be, hand in hand their wives. So
yes, because you cannot do this alone and you need a help in the kitchen. And since we are home together, I prefer, like Aston helping me out in everything. So I, suggest that even the men out there need to help their wives in the kitchen since they are home. So when me and Aston went shopping, we really had no idea what to buy and what to store in the fridge. And we seen people around just rushing for the trolleys and we didn't even find a trolley.
we need to show some humanity and be considerate towards other people.
And well, when we went shopping, we bought so many things which were not required and we really didn't know what to buy. So we decided to make down a list of things what we would require in the due course of time, maybe for 2-3 months, and we bought only those things. So I just wanted to share, jot down the list for y'all. And well, first basically we need to buy carbohydrates like rice, wheat, flour, which has a longer shelf period and you can store it for a longer time. Secondly, you can buy some pulses and legumes. You get it in cans also, but I would prefer to buy it in like the ones which are dry. Those are most cost efficient, and the cans are a little expensive, but that's up to you. It's all your choice. And the third category would be canned foods or frozen food items or instant food for the matter of fact. You can store this in the shelf and use it whenever you can.
You can also buy some butter, ghee, condiments, spices, which will be lasting for longer.
And also you could buy some ginger, onions and garlic. You can store them in the crisper of the fridge, and eggs, etc. Even the meat, fish and vegetables you will buy, and we'll be showing in this video how to store them for a longer period of time. Well, these are the basic things you need to stock up at home. So let's get started with the video and I'll show you how to store fish, meat, fruits and vegetables in the fridge and for a longer period of time.
So our first process in food storage is basically cleaning up the fridge because we need to store the food in the fridge so it lasts longer. It's been quite a while that me and Alison have not cleaned up the fridge, and so we thought of reorganizing the things and cleaning it up completely. As you can see, now we have emptied it, and now we'll proceed to wipe it with soap water and a disinfectant.
Weekend workout. It's a weekend workout.
Yeah, because he's getting almost irritated to get this cleaning because we have so many stuffs to clean and reorganize. But we can do this, right?
Yeah, we can.
So let's get started. So as you can see, Alison is now cleaning the fridge. I'm really not good at cleaning, so I always avoid cleaning, just good at cooking. And now it's almost pissing him off.
I have no idea.
So yeah, we woke up quite early to do this, but we have to get started somewhere and we have to organize things. And since I have just one day off, so yes, we have to. As you can see now, the inside of the fridge is really clean, and as soon as washing the chiller tray and everything, because that needs to be scrubbed. For that you cannot just wipe it off, you need to clean it really well, so you need to scrub it with some soap water and scrubber. So let's start with our food storing process. Firstly, I will show you how to store leafy vegetables, because they can easily get spoiled, and we don't want that, because we wanted to store it for a long time, because we are under lockdown, and since we don't have that much access to the supermarkets or grocery stores, so we would want to store this for a longer period of time. So I think after a lot of research and reading through a lot of articles, I found a few ways to store this. So let's get started. Now I've taken, as you can see, it's a typical Indian kitchen, and I have taken some coriander, spring onions, chilies, and spinach, fenugreek leaves, and some curry leaves. So basically this is all used in an Indian kitchen, but in case you're using some other leafy vegetables also, you can follow the same process. So as you can see, they are all in bunches. So now I'll proceed to remove the rubber bands, or like untie them from the bunches. So now I'll proceed to wash this. Take little by little, don't wash it completely, or it will not be washed properly. Now once I wash this, I'll keep it in a separate bowl. You can repeat the same process for the others. If you have stock which have roots, please ensure to remove the roots before you wash them. Now wash the coriander, and I proceed to remove the dead leaves, and we don't want any of them when we proceed to store them. So as you can see, the coriander is cleansed. I'll put it in a strainer and wash it. I'll remove the excess water. Now we'll move to our next step, that's giving it a last wash with turmeric water. Now turmeric water basically will help to keep any germs or bacteria away and help it to be fresher longer. Can you pass me some turmeric? I'll add in some turmeric in a big bowl. Fill this. Let it be any kind of leafy vegetable. Always remember to give it a last wash with turmeric. Now I'll put this in the turmeric water and remove it in another plate. I'll do the same with the rest. Soak and wash it well. Now this is the last lot. Wash it thoroughly and remove it out. As you can see, it's thoroughly washed now. Now I've taken some paper towel and I'll place it on them. Place it evenly so it dries thoroughly. And now we leave this coriander to dry completely before storing it. For the other leafy vegetables, you can repeat the same process. And if it's chilies or anything, always remember to remove the stalk. Or for the leafy vegetables, always remember to remove the roots, so that it slows the process of getting spoiled. So we have kept the leafy vegetables to dry, and next I'll proceed with fruits. Of course, we love fruits and it's a vital part of our diet. So I've taken 3 types of fruits: strawberries, apples and bananas. I think this is the most commonly eaten fruit. And let's proceed. So first I'll take in my bananas. I'll peel it off. So for bananas and strawberries, I'll cut it into pieces and then I'll proceed to put it on. I'm leaving some space out because I need space for the strawberries as well. I've washed the strawberries well and now I'll proceed to slice them. You can follow the same method for any fruit. You need to first wash them well, slice them, put it on a baking tray or a flat surface plate and proceed to freeze it. So now you can see that I've evenly spread the sliced fruits, and now I proceed to freeze it for about 1 hour. So the next step is I proceed to cut the apples. Now this is a slight different procedure for apples because they always tend to get brown if kept open or in the fridge. So you need to soak it in lime water before you freeze them. So now I'll proceed to cut my apples. Now I'll cut them in slices. Now I've taken a bowl and I'll squeeze in some lime. Now I'll proceed to soak the cut apples in the lime water for about 5 minutes. So the apples are soaked for about 5 minutes. And now I'll proceed to drain out all the water. The lime water will help the apples to stay more fresh and not to brown easily. Now I've taken a Ziploc bag and I'll proceed to add the apples in the Ziploc bag and freeze them. Make sure that there is no air in the packet and then press it from downwards to upwards and seal it. And this will go in the freezer. So the next step, I'll show you how to store fish and meat in the freezer. So here I have some chicken breast, as you can see, and now I proceed to wash it thoroughly. Now I'll cut it into big pieces. Fish and meat can stay longer than fruits and vegetables when stored in the freezer. But if you add turmeric and salt to it, it remains more fresher for longer because turmeric is antibacterial and it will help the meat from decomposing. Now, as you can see, I'll proceed to mix turmeric and salt to this. Ensure that the turmeric gets mixed with all the meat. Follow the same procedure with any kind of meat and fish items. As you can see, it's mixed well. For this, I'll use small zipper bags because I'll keep it in different ones and I can use one portion at a time. So I don't have to remove the entire meat and defrost it and again put it back again. So to avoid that, I'll use small zipper bags to make different portions. So whenever I want to store things, I always use zipper bags. I prefer it over airtight containers because it occupies less space and you can store more things in the fridge. So if you have a small fridge or something like that, you always go for Ziploc bags or zipper bags. Now I zip them. As you can see, I have some mackerel fish. It's already cleaned. I'll only wash it well. In this, I'll add some turmeric, add some salt, and I'll put it in a big Ziploc bag. And now my fish is done and ready to be freezed with the chicken. And let's move on to the next step. So now you can see that all my green leafy vegetables are dry. Now I'll proceed to wrap them in a paper towel and put them in a Ziploc bag. As you can see, now all the green leafy vegetables are Ziplocked and ready to be stored in the fridge. So let's go to the next step, guys. That's blanching the vegetables. So the next method of storing food is blanching. Usually we use it for vegetables and whatever, if you see in the supermarkets you have frozen vegetables, is basically they use this kind of method. And basically this is a hot and cold shock method where you dip the vegetables in hot boiling water for a minute or two, then immediately remove it and put it in cold ice water. So you know the shock treatment is there, and then we, after 1 or 2 minutes in the cold water, we will remove it and
place it on a paper towel, and proceed to store it in the Ziploc bags and put it in the freezer. So this should remain for about 2 to 3 months. I have taken some carrots and I'll immerse it in the hot boiling water. Now I'll remove from this and put it in the cold water. Let it be in the cold water for 1 or 2 minutes. And I'll remove this in a strainer. And I'll repeat the same process for the other vegetables. You can blanch many vegetables in this, like tomatoes or green peas, carrots, French beans, any kind of vegetable. If you want to store it for longer, please use this method. So guys, I'll show you the food, how I've stored it in the fridge, and let's get started. First we'll start with the freezer. So as you can see, I've stored the fish and meat in one side and the vegetables in one side. I've stored some more vegetables down, as you can see, and some more fruits. And on this side of the fridge, I have stored coconuts, scraped coconut in airtight boxes. And here is some more vegetables, cheese, and basically peas and paneer. I prefer to buy store-bought frozen peas because it's it saves up a lot of time. Now I'll take you through the tour of the below fridge or the down part of the fridge. As you can see, I have stored the eggs in the fridge. Always remember, it's also summertime and we need to keep the eggs refrigerated so it lasts longer. And as you can see, I've put cheese or milk or something is on the other side of the end, the fridge. And as you can see, this part where I had I stored them in the below part of the fridge in Ziploc bags. I've arranged it. And now to show you, which I've not shown you in any video before, is how I've stored my onions, potatoes, lemon and ginger. So basically I have put in the crisper, and this is the bottom part of the fridge. And also you can see I have put paper towel below, and I put the onions and potatoes and ginger and lemon, as you can see, and this will make them last longer. And I cover this usually with a paper towel, and that's it. So this is the basic things you need to follow for storing food in the fridge. Also, if you have any foodstuffs made from the previous night or something, you ensure you store it in a Ziploc because it will occupy less space. You can put more things in the fridge. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. We would really like to have, if you have any other tips or suggestions related to the video, so we can incorporate them or put them on our website. So let me remind you all guys, please be considerate, when you are going shopping, and try to be helpful to one another. And whenever you can help your neighbors or anyone around you, please do it. And this won't really last long, but we have to get over this and we have to come out stronger than ever. We really urge everyone to stay safe, stay at home and whenever you all can. Please do wear your mask and gloves whenever you all are going out. Please don't go out as much as possible because we need to control this virus. And stay safe guys. See you all next time.